Welcome back to another episode of the Jumpsuit Gems podcast. I'm Katie.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Alex. And today for our very fun episode of trivia, we have our best friend here, Kyana.
Kyana, welcome to the podcast. She's so nervous.
Oh, you've never done this before.
You should really have it.
It'll be good.
If you guys are watching from, I guess, on YouTube and you can see us right now, we're all wearing matching shirts. These are our Cody Johnson shirts we got at the concert, a couple months ago? A month ago?
It was,
August? A month ago. No, October.
No.
Yeah, it was October. It was on October 7th.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was September.
It was like
September.
September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
September 7th? Are you
A
sure?
couple months ago.
Okay, so
Anyway, we these are our comfort shirts. And I know they're not
Emotional
Elvis
support
shirts, but we really love these shirts, so we all wear them together. Kyana, maybe say a little bit about yourself. Do you want to tell them how we met?
We were in second grade, and I was going to get milk for our entire class, and they were like, "Oh, we're getting these new twins today." And I was dragging the milk carton down the hallway, letting it hit my ankles, and I stopped by the office, and I turned, and there's the twins! And Alex and I were wearing the same exact shirt, and I just turned my head, looked, and then continued to drag the cart down the hallway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been, I don't know, I don't remember the first time we even hung out. But it just, I don't know, we just became friends. I feel like right away. We've been friends ever since. She just turned 25. This is why she's up here. This weekend we did a little birthday weekend for her and surprised her. But, 25. Alex and I will be 25 soon. So,
Quarter of a century.
Happy birthday.
And I'm just a little sister who had to be strung along, and not really because they didn't like me. So,
Oh, wait.
but I became very good friends after Kyana had her son, and
You guys
they were gone.
No.
They were out of the picture.
Liz and Alex, so Liz and I, we moved up to Billings and got away from Glendive, and Katie stayed back. So then Kyana missed Liz and I so much that she
No.
hung out with Katie.
No, that's not what happened, is it?
That's the PG version.
No. I think Kyana actually enjoys my company, and I think more so Noah, her son.
Mm-hmm.
We both. We
Too
love,
bad Noah couldn't be
we love
here.
you all.
Mhm.
Could you imagine Noah being on here, though?
We could dress him up as a little Elvis.
He could be a little Elvis. That'd be cute. Okay, so we probably should get into our trivia. I think this is going to be really fun. Kyana doesn't really know anything about Elvis.
Yeah, we just quizzed her off camera and tried to see what song she knew, and
She know like four.
couple.
Because of TikTok?
Full name, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big one
That's
they
all right.
played,
So
I
we're
knew them,
excited. This is just the start of
Mhm.
showing her who Elvis is.
Yes, we want to take her in March to be our first person we take as part of our series on bringing people to Graceland for the first time, and so we're really trying to convince her. So I guess before we start this trivia, I just want you to say, like, how we started getting you interested in Elvis. Like, because I feel like I can feel it a little bit. Like, you're more interested, like, is it the looks? Like, what is drawing you in, obviously?
The looks, yeah. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, the sound of his voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, like, how you say he connects, like, the connection people find with him.
Mm-hmm.
Has me
Like, are you
very
curious
interested.
about that connection? Like,
Yeah.
why we're so connected?
Yes.
Like, is it interesting?
Yeah,
And
it
you
is.
want to know more?
Yes.
Well, we'll check in at the end of this and see if she, how she feels at the end of this. And, maybe some people watching this don't know all the answers, or maybe these are way too easy for people, but for Kyana,
They're probably going
these are going to be
yeah.
really hard.
It's going to be a guessing game.
Yeah. We made it multiple choice, so we reached out to some of our followers and we asked to give us some easy trivia questions about Elvis. So instead of just asking you the question, we are going to give you multiple choice, so you might have a better time of answering, because there's no way off the top of your head you would even guess some of these answers.
But I'm going to add, we did go antique shopping today, and we have never found so many Elvis things at this one particular store, and we just kept finding after Elvis, after Elvis, after Elvis.
It's a true sign how much Elvis we saw today with Kyana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
She needs to go in March with us to the UTI weekend so we can film her And we're not going to tell you much about our new series that we're going to start, but we want her to be the first person that goes with us. So,
Technically the second one, because we did take her mom, but...
Yes, but this is someone who knows absolutely nothing about Elvis.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing. Which is so fascinating. So, getting into it, we're gonna start off on some of these questions. The first half of these questions, I would say, are probably easier, or maybe you've heard us talk about them, but I don't know. So let's start out with your first one. Okay?
But also, if you're listening and you don't know these, don't think you feel stupid, don't think anything, because we're all learning and we all have to start somewhere. So,
these are just fun.
Yeah, they're just fun quality ones.
Okay, what is Elvis's middle name? That is the first question. I'm going to give you. There's 3 choices. Elvis's middle name, is it Jesse, Aaron, or Vernon?
I'm going to say Vernon.
What's all right?
Let me just give you. You're wrong, and it's okay. But just think, what is our uncle's name?
Aaron?
Yeah.
That's what he's named after.
Yes. Now do you see
Aaron's
my
name after him?
Yes. My grandma says no, but yes.
Oh my goodness.
So now you know
Well, yeah.
his middle name. So it's Elvis Aaron Presley.
Wow.
Yes. So Jesse would be his. You'll hear something about that in the Elvis world, and then Vernon is his dad. So that's why I put it in there. But that's you guessed his dad's. That's his dad's name.
Could be his middle name too.
So it's Aaron. But it's okay. It's okay. So if we laugh at you, we're not laughing at you.
You're laughing with me?
Yeah.
We're laughing with you. Okay. Question number 2. Where was Elvis born? Now all these have 3 options.
Okay.
Memphis, Tennessee, Tupelo, Mississippi, or Nashville, Tennessee. You need me to read them again?
I'm going to say Memphis.
Final answer?
No.
You want me to read them again?
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee, Tupelo, Mississippi, or Nashville, Tennessee.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yeah. That's where he was born.
Birthplace of Elvis Presley.
Tupelo.
Tupelo.
Good job.
Never heard of it.
It's okay.
It's okay. A lot of people
We
don't.
didn't know until we were Elvis fans. I had never heard of that in my life. Good job. 1 question right.
Keep track of them.
Yeah, are you keeping track, Colin?
Well, I think everybody just has one.
Wow.
Okay, 1. Question number 3. What Disney movie is associated with Elvis? A. Lilo and Stitch. B. Princess and the Frog. C. Cars.
Princess and the Frog.
Is that your final answer?
Lilo and Stitch.
What's your final answer?
Can't be Cars.
You sure?
What's your final answer? Which Disney movie is associated with Elvis? Just what out of those 3 would you guess?
I'm just gonna go.
Pick one.
We would say that there's no right or wrong, but there
You've
is.
seen this. I know you've seen it in this movie, but you probably don't even remember because as a kid, I remember seeing this, and I remember some Elvis songs playing in it, and now I'm like looking back, like, oh yeah, that was 100%.
Cars. Is it Cars?
What's your final answer?
I'm gonna say Cars.
Cars.
Yeah.
It's Lilo and Stitch.
Seriously?
Yes, absolutely.
Which I will say, that was my favorite aspect of Lilo and Stitch. Because, they play Elvis songs that, everyone knows, basically. That was my favorite part when Stitch would play Elvis.
Literally just watched Lilo and Stitch,
Lilo was in love with
Thursday.
Elvis.
You didn't notice the Elvis in there?
Well, I didn't really, watch
Well, you weren't
it.
paying attention.
Yeah.
Next time, do it.
Yeah. Actually, when you start to really get into the Elvis world, you're going to see Elvis in a lot of
He's
sitcoms,
everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That was probably a hard one if you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So next time you can look for it. So, all right, number 4. When is Elvis's birthday? August 16th, October 12th, or January 8th? Can you read them again?
I'm gonna say the August one. Did you say August? Yeah.
I did, but is that your final answer?
Yes.
Final answer.
Yep.
August 16th.
Yep. Final answer. Oh, dang.
But that is the day he died. So, if you had to guess between October 12th or January 8th, what would be his birthday?
January.
Good job. Good job.
Good job.
We'll give you a
Half a point. One and a half points.
I got 1.5.
1.5, people.
Well, at least August stuck out to you for a reason. But,
Death.
well,
Everything comes with a price.
We went to his. That was in August.
Well, that's kind
That's
of
part of it. Yeah, I can see that's why you were thinking that.
August. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Number 5. What year did Elvis die? A. 1982. B. 1977. Or C. 1968. Want me to read them again?
No, I'm just trying to take my best guess.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first one? 1982.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with that.
1982?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yes.
It was 1977.
Gosh.
77 I was there. So, and I think I can't ask the other question that goes along. Yeah, so the next question that goes kind of with it is number 6 is how old was Elvis when he died? So A, 42, B, 45, or C, 53. If you had to guess how old he was,
What was the what? Say them again.
42, 45, or 53.
I want to say it's the 42.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow, 2.5 points. Woo!
Old at all.
No, that's so young.
42 years old in 1977. Just crazy.
Shoot, we're halfway there. Over halfway.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh, they are not. They think they're so old and they're so young.
Okay, just a side little story. No, we are old because anytime Caitlin goes out with her young friends, she talks about these old people she meets and they're like 23.
No, that is not what happens.
We're getting old. It's okay.
It's literally when they're like 48, 50, 60.
48-year-old?
No, but I'm not saying they're old. They're young, and we're not going to talk about this because
Yeah,
it makes
I'm
me very
young
sad.
Flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, number 7. What was Elvis's natural hair color? A, blonde. B, black. C, dark brown. If you had to guess. Take your best guess.
You didn't really say the first one, right?
Well, I'd say it's a, like,
Dirty blonde.
if you had to put blonde in the category, if his natural hair was blonde, maybe dirty blonde. If you had to say his natural hair was really dark, that's why I put black. Or if it was just like a chocolate brown.
I'm gonna say dirty blonde.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And he dyed it.
Why?
Oh man, he dyed
Thought
it
it
black.
looked better.
And it worked.
Which-
It
Yeah, I
worked.
mean he.
It did.
What?
But he did that, I mean, pretty early. He did not.
Which is crazy because his mom and dad, I feel like they have dark hair now.
Mhm. Well, and he dyed it so much. So, as a hairstylist, there was never grow out. I mean, he was dyeing his hair so much that there was never the grow out would have
Didn't he
looked
take
insane.
it with him when he traveled?
Oh yeah, he took it everywhere. Because I can imagine the blonde with the black. I mean, he'd have to cover that up right away, or it'd look crazy. So yeah, fun fact. Number 8. This is a true or false. Elvis only had one child. True or false?
Only had one?
Mhm.
True.
You're correct.
Mhm.
And is the quiz on what her name is, or
No.
you know her name?
No?
Lisa Marie.
Oh.
And she's now passed.
She's no longer with us, which is very sad. So yeah, good job. 2.5 points.
No,
No, I think she's at 3.5 or 4.5.
I'm at like 3.5, I
She
think.
got 42 right. That was her second.
Oh, so she's at 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
3.5.
Out of what? 9?
Out of 20 questions.
Okay.
So you're doing good.
All right. Ready for number 10.
Yeah.
Where did Elvis meet his wife, Priscilla? A, Las Vegas. B, Germany. Or C, Tupelo, Mississippi.
We're going to throw in Las Vegas.
Final answer.
Yep.
Las Vegas, Germany, or Tupelo, Mississippi. Final answer is Las Vegas?
Yep.
Final answer.
She's like, yep, that's all I got.
Final answer. Trying to help her out.
Okay, what were the other options? Tupelo?
Can we give her a hint?
Did he meet?
He was in the service at that time.
Germany.
We gave that one to you.
Yep. So, hey, she still got one.
So, yeah.
At least I didn't say Tupelo, Mississippi.
So, Elvis actually, so when they met, Priscilla was 14 and Elvis was 24.
Woo!
That's how old we are right now.
Oh, I'm older than that.
Yeah. I mean, you'll find out when you start. We're going to start making her watch stuff slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of prep her for Graceland and to know more. So I don't want to say too much, but I mean their connection when they met and saw each other, that was it.
Right away.
He's only been married once. He's only had
He's
a kid
had a few
once.
serious relationships,
But I just
He's
their
only been married
connection
once.
and because what he said is he said, so what grade are you in? Or what grade are you or whatever. She said 9th. And he said, 9th what? 9 what, you know? And she said, grade. He said, woo, you're just a little baby. So, I mean, he's 24 to a 9th grader. But, I mean, it worked. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's the big thing is people think that she was...
it was also a very
grown.
different time. I mean, still in that time, people thought it was taboo, but, you know, different time.
Not really, because I like a lot of the times back in the day, people were getting married at 16, having kids at 16. Like, they got married young because...
Yeah, but there wasn't a 10-year age gap in between.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, I don't want to...
They became epic love,
Yeah,
so...
we don't have to get into it because there's so many things we can get into. But at the end of the day, Elvis saw Priscilla that night. And
He
was
said,
like,
I love
right
her.
there. I don't know like what it is about her. But also, he was in Germany and she came, you know, she got stationed, her dad got stationed in Germany as well. And so she had to move away from all her friends from like Austin, Texas or whatever. And she was mad about it. She didn't have anyone to talk to, so that's how they got along. He felt like he could actually talk to someone who understood back like how horrible it is here.
I think, and Priscilla will do, like, she's described it in, like, the documentaries and stuff. They had, like, a really deep connection. Because he had just lost his mom, too. So, he was going through a lot.
Hope that's not one of the questions.
Alright!
What
What is the next question?
I don't know, it's Caitlin's turn.
Okay. Question number 11. What hotel did Elvis perform at in Vegas? A. Caesar's Palace, B. International, or C. Bellagio?
A.
Caesar's Palace?
Let's say this case. Think of Elvis in the 70s, okay? What screams Elvis Presley to you? What was it?
A. Caesar's Palace,
Elvis Presley performed
Caesar-
at Caesar's Palace.
No. Can't
B.
ask.
International,
International. Elvis Presley.
International Hotel, or C. the Bellagio Hotel?
Elvis Presley performs at the Bellagio.
Bellagio.
You think that's someone that stood out to you the most? Tell her your final answer.
It's international.
See, but I think we're giving them to her. I think we need to go a little bit less.
Hey, still, we're still teaching her. So, is
We're
this
trying to
fine?
give her some points here. But no, it was the International. It's not called that anymore. But he performed there for a very long time. He had a suite.
As of right now, that hotel's still open, though.
Still open. You can get tours. There's a statue of Elvis down in the lobby. We have not went there, but you can actually go and see
We've
the
not been to
stage.
Vegas
Las
at all. But we
Vegas?
should go.
That's on our bucket list of Elvis things to do. Don't worry, guys. We're going to make it to Vegas.
Okay. Question number 12. What was Elvis's mother's name? A. Gladys, B. Elizabeth, or C. Grace?
Gladys.
Oh my goodness, you got one! Wow!
Wait, did I write that one?
Yeah, you did.
Grace? No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did I actually?
You actually did.
Elizabeth and Grace.
Yes, yes, she did. I think she
You
was
made
trying.
it up at the top of
No,
your head.
no, I think she was just being a little silly, and just was trying to, I think, catch her off guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Good job. Gladys Presley. Good job, Hannah.
Okay.
You know more than I thought.
I think she thought she was being slick with that one, but she just wasn't. Okay. Question number 13. What age did Elvis buy Graceland? A, 22, B, 23, or C, 25?
B, 23.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure?
Just final answer.
Final answer is wrong. It's 22. Thank you very
He
much.
was 22 years old.
Isn't that crazy?
Graceland. Mm-hmm. What's the next one?
Okay. Number 14. How many times did Elvis get to record with other artists? A, 12 times, B, 3 times, or C, never?
Never.
And why does that pop into your head? Because you're right.
I mean, I've never, like, seen anything with him, like, with anybody else. Like,
And I don't know, like, because I don't know everything, so I don't know if maybe he was allowed to. I mean, he sang with some other people when he was around them and stuff.
Mhm.
But to actually put out a new record or album or anything, he was not
with
allowed to.
anybody.
And that's because of
Well-known
his manager.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You won't find pictures of him with certain celebrities. You can't find anything. You cannot find, I mean, now people will go in and after he passed and stuff, they'll remake his music and put their name on it. But he was not allowed to, he was a standalone guy and he can only make his music and only Elvis's name could be out there. Like Dolly Parton she was approached by Elvis's team and stuff and to sing, what's the song?
I'm always looking.
Yes. And she was like, that would have been so cool, right? But the colonel said, I want 50% of the rights to the song, or I think it was, or the money, or something like that. And,
He wanted the control, basically.
she said no. And she said she went home and she cried. But she had
But
to stand up for herself.
Everything happens for a reason, though. Because you know who sang that song, right? And made it very popular.
Do you know? Whitney Houston.
Hmm.
So, I mean, obviously Dolly sings it, obviously. But, I mean, and Elvis would have done a great job. But also I'm proud of Dolly for standing up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
50%, especially back then,
Is a lot.
holy. And guess what? The
But
Colonel took
not
50%
even
of
that.
what Elvis made on everything.
That was amazing, though, to, like everyone loves Elvis. To say no to a man like that, Dolly's strong.
Yeah, she.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But
Then,
she
like,
was sad. I think
okay.
Elvis was he probably was upset.
Mhm.
But,
Have everything.
I mean, I would have been the same way as Dolly. I would have cried
Yeah.
and been like, oh, now he's going to hate
I'm
me.
missing that. Yeah.
But Dolly's so talented, though. Like, the fact that, like, she made that decision, I mean, that was very smart of her.
Very good.
All right, next question.
Okay, number 15. How many Grammys has Elvis won? A, 1, B, 3, or C, 4?
1.
Final answer?
Yep.
Okay, that is wrong. It's actually 3.
3.
And
Yeah.
all gospels,
All
aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Which that says something. He was very passionate about gospel music.
It really moved you.
And he wanted to go only be gospel singer and like be in those kind of areas of the music world, but he knew he wouldn't be as big. But I mean, obviously, there's a reason why he got Grammys for only those because he had a very spiritual connection.
One day we'll show you, but, like, you can hear it in his voice.
Oh, it makes me just cry. Oh God, it'll just if I could fall to my knees, I would. I don't know why. I'm like, what the hell am I falling to my knees for? But I'm like, no. When he sings it, you can feel what everyone's talking about. Like he's connected to God in some way, and I think that's why he was so big. You cannot explain it, but like.
Also, I think he enjoyed that music so much, so when he created it, it's so meaningful to him that you could just feel his love for it through his words.
Yeah, love it.
But number 16, what competitive sport was Elvis involved in? A, football, B, wrestling, or C, karate?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. That is wrong. It is actually C, karate.
I was gonna go with C and I didn't do it.
So Elvis was a black belt.
Wow.
7th degree, something like that. Oh, he
took it
was
serious.
into.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. And he did that all the way up until he passed away, and that's something he was very passionate about. I mean, even Priscilla did it.
Hmm.
Like, a lot of people around him did it, and he would try to get people to do it because he was so passionate about it.
Is karate different than taekwondo? Oh,
Yes.
taekwondo too.
They're different in a way, yeah.
He did, yeah, martial arts was kind of his thing. But, Kyana, this man. So, a fun fact about Elvis is he used to act like he was a cop and pull people over, and he had the little light. He had a bunch of badges, so if you go to Graceland, you'll be able to see his badges. I mean, he met the president. He showed the president his karate moves. He was very proud of his karate moves, but
Yeah,
just
no joke.
imagine, because when Elvis met Nixon, he looked like a vampire. He had his vampire
Oh, wait till
stage
you see those pictures. I
Hmm.
just can't wait to take her down the rabbit hole of
of Elvis Presley.
because oh my god.
And Linda, one of his girlfriend's books, you know, he does all his karate moves with I think he had a sword. And he's like stand against the wall, and she's like, "No, I don't think this is a good idea." And he's like, "No, I said stand against the wall," and she said, "No, really, you shouldn't be doing this." And he was,
It's a boy. I mean, look at
well,
boys
no,
now.
he was a little bit high off of the pills that he was taking, and he thought it would be a great idea to have her stand against the wall, and he did do his karate moves or whatever the hell with the sword, and she didn't get hurt or anything, but he just just right at her on the wall. So
I'm terrified.
but he would do that. He would so seriously like do the kicks or kick. Like, remember one time that story when he got pulled over or something like that, or he was pulling someone over, and he did the karate kick or something and kicked his. It was like cigarettes out of his hand or something like that.
Was that the pocket or something? Or
His pocket, he like kicked this.
Who knows?
I don't know. But he was always
Elvis-
kicking, doing his karate.
or he could get away with literally anything. I mean, he went into a state with no guns, and his gun fell down a thing
yeah.
of stairs
Yeah,
in front of a policeman, and the policeman picked it up and gave it to Elvis.
Like, just imagine, no guns, like, serious, trying to enforce this. Elvis Presley gets off the plane, and the gun hits every single. He goes to hold his hands up, like, hey, the gun falls down out of his pants all the way down his leg, hits every stair on the way down, doesn't go off, slides to the
Officer.
The officer.
I think he was an
And
officer,
they
yeah.
apologize, and they
Yeah.
pick up his gun.
Give it
that
to
he's
him.
not supposed to have. Said, I'm so sorry here, Mr. Presley.
I mean, they did not. I mean,
Like, that's
wow.
what you can't explain. That you cannot explain that.
Mhm.
So anyway.
Okay. Number 17. What was Elvis's first movie? A. Love Me Tender. B. King Creole. C. Jailhouse Rock.
Isn't Jailhouse Rock a song?
Well, so a lot
Yeah.
of these songs came from the movies
Yeah.
he was in.
He would release playlists, like soundtracks
What's the
that
first one?
now. Love Me Tender, King Creole, or Jailhouse Rock.
I'm gonna say Love Me Tender.
Good job.
Good job! Look at you go!
Out of
Okay, good, because I didn't
18?
even remember her points. Okay, number 18. Elvis paid $102,000 and shit, guys. I'm getting mixed up here. I can't even think this because I think maybe it's so astronomical insane because there's no way he paid that much for that house. Okay. Let's try this again, everybody. $102,500 for Graceland. Is that true or false? I got it now, guys.
102,500.
Yep. Like I said, the second time.
True or false?
I'm
Didn't
gonna
pay
say
that much.
true.
Good job.
But back then,
That's a lot.
that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to take you there one day. It's so cool.
And then he has like a lot. It's insane. So you'll actually see and get a feel for that. Okay, number 19. 2 questions left.
Okay, I'm at 7.5 points.
Out of 20 questions, you're doing great.
Hey.
Okay. What did Elvis give away at his concerts that he was known for? A. Flowers. B. Scarves. Or C. Autographed pictures.
All
D,
the ladies wanted
kisses.
Well, yes.
Well,
there's
yes. If all the ladies wanted to go home with one of these, what would they pick? What was he handing out?
An autographed picture? Is that the answer?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Scarf.
No.
Scarves?
Oh yeah, he would. So Elvis
Sweat
would have.
'em and
He would hit the
rub
sweat
them and then fling
rub
it
him
to
on
the
his
women.
face and put him up over.
Oh, I guess they did wear
Mhm.
scarves a lot back.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah,
So-
that was
Which
part
that
of
was
his
our favorite era of Elvis. We'll show you all of them, but that's why we've picked the jumpsuit gems because that was our favorite era.
Well, and a lot of the ETA performers will do that, but Dean Z does that at every one of his concerts. I never go up because I'm too shy to go up there. I think when you start going up there, maybe we'll bring Kyana up to the stage.
Woo!
It's just like you gotta run up there and
Well, and then it's like a...
packed to begin
And
with.
yeah, and then everybody else gets them, then
everyone
it's like
gets a
you're
kiss,
waiting
you
and...
gotta go home. You gotta just go home with no kiss.
Nothing.
Scarves.
Nada.
Anyway, this scarf.
All right.
Rubbing
Okay.
in his armpits.
Yeah.
His hairy chest.
He'll dab his sweaty face. And I
You
would
probably
frame
held
that.
on to that forever.
I would frame it, yeah. Put it in a baggie.
Frame scarves.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a treat if you could find one of those.
Okay, last question. True or false? Elvis had a facelift.
False.
Final answer?
I mean, I really don't know because, like, he's very good looking, so. I don't know, maybe I'll change it.
Final answer.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say false.
True. So he had a little one. I mean, it's not like he had anything crazy. It was behind the ears. They kept behind the ears and pulled it back.
Oh.
He used to say he had a chicken neck.
I mean, it's sad because he would
He
just
did
look
very
at
well.
himself and he just did not like himself. I mean, he did not see in the mirror what everyone else saw. And it's sad. He never saw that. He never thought he was going to be anything. He said, when I die, or one day people are never going to remember me. Well, it's obviously wrong.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very wrong.
But he did not see himself. He had a lot of things that he did not like about himself. So he tried to fix it. And, he had all the money in the world. Like, when he was younger, he had really bad skin. And so he paid this one guy to help take care of his skin. And they were just putting stuff on it that wasn't helping at all. But this guy was making money.
Like
and they're like, you're getting
moisturizer.
scammed. And then, of course, he was mad. And he had a temper, so he'd get mad. And he was like, well, then I'm not having this guy. He just got mad because he just wanted his face to be clear. And this guy was just taking his money from him.
Which I will say, we watched the new documentary. Did you see his face in the military photo?
Oh, yeah.
You could see the acne.
He did suffer from acne. Like, he was a
but
regular...
again, that makes it feel like he's a human. Like,
Yeah.
even, like, everyone thinks he's freaking gorgeous, and he had acne.
I feel like nowadays, everybody famous is like, you have to look amazing skin, amazing hair, amazing body, all this stuff. And I think,
the filters.
yeah, take everything off of it.
Look at your favorite people in HD, and you'll see, like, we're all human. We all have flaws.
Yeah.
But in his case, he set trends. Like, the popped-up collar was to hide his neck because he got told he had a really long neck. Chicken neck.
Yeah, didn't he get made fun of?
Yeah, and that's why he got it.
So no one knew that. They thought he was just popping his collar and wearing his hair like that. It's like it's to distract from his neck. And I'm like,
But he
what?
made trends, so that's just crazy.
His neck is
Trend
chicken.
setup.
No.
So
Woohoo.
it just shows that everyone doesn't matter
Pulled a
how
mom
famous
move.
you are,
You know?
hates something about themselves. So
No matter if you have $5 or $5 million.
exactly.
Okay.
So I mean that's all the questions we have. But were you surprised at some of those answers?
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on and on.
Mm-hmm.
It was Elvis when his mom died. You want to take a guess? Do you think it's when he was younger or older? I mean, think about this.
16.
Okay, that's a little bit too
Okay.
young. A little too young. But, so he was 23 when he lost his mom.
Hmm.
And after that, he was never the same.
Yeah.
And I think that's just why it ruined a lot of things for him because he loved his mom.
His mom was a support too, so
Which, I mean,
He
if anyone
was.
knows.
It's gonna be Noah because Noah's. No, what I'm saying. Oh, listen.
I don't want to die.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish the conversation here. The process.
Let Caitlin finish, but then we'll finish.
Noah is a very big mama's boy.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. But this is what I'm trying to get at. Is Elvis was a big mama's boy as well. And so they had this connection.
No, it was a big
Caitlin,
man's
So Noah will understand one day maybe.
Kyana connect with Elvis.
Okay, well that too. Yes. But I'm just saying, I am saying as of right now, I could see that in her son.
Oh, but it's true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like how Noah loves you. I mean, Elvis loved his mom.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, everyone, he gets a lot of, not hate, I would say, but people think it's weird how much he loved his mom. Like, he would call her his bestest girl, my girl, Satinin. You know, the saddest story when we watched that documentary, I don't know if I told you this, but at his mom's funeral, she had to be placed flat. So you know how the coffin, sits up and they're laying there? It had to be completely flat, and glass had to be placed over her because he wouldn't stop touching her. He'd go in there and he'd be touching her too much because he could not accept that she was gone. Still, till when he was 42 years old.
Which it's kind of sad because a lot of people talk about the taboo and like they kind of think he's weird for it. But I mean, I can't imagine like the love he had for her. I'm sure it was hard to let her go.
Well, and so to get to that one question, was he an only child? Did you answer that one?
You never asked that.
It wasn't on there?
Did you miss a side of question?
I didn't have that one on mine.
You're sure? I thought
You were supposed to have that one.
Oh, Elvis was an only child. True or false? Did you not answer that one?
No, you skipped over that one.
So, what, do you think he was an only child?
Yeah. No, I think so.
He was actually technically, he was a twin, but died at birth. So, his mom already...
Him and his family carried that through the day that he died. Like, they were very aware that they had two sons and one had just passed.
Well, and even Elvis, like his hairdresser Larry, did say that Elvis talked about Jesse as he was presently. He's like, I have a twin. No, I had a twin, and he thought that was pretty cool, which is crazy because spiritually, Elvis was just so in tune with everything. It was crazy.
That's another thing.
But that's something they'll understand because they are twins, and so I think when you're not a twin, you probably I know I don't understand that. So I'm guessing even if one of them wasn't born, you would always feel them. I think.
But I feel like sometimes when that happens, Elvis, I don't know. Elvis was just someone who would always talk about it for the rest of his life. That he was very proud that he had a brother. And they all talked about him like he was, but dying in birth.
But their family was very they lived in poverty. I don't want to say shack, but the very small house that they lived in had to be built, so they had a house when the babies came. It was just, they're from poverty. And honestly, that was a huge struggle. And even if you weren't in poverty, having twins was very risky back then. So,
but imagine Elvis having a twin brother. How would that even look? Would Elvis had got so big?
We'd hope
would they
look
be
alike.
Together? Mm-hmm. Would they I can't even.
Could they both sing?
What is was twin? Were they identical? I don't know.
I think they were identical.
Were they identical? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Back in the day, could you tell?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they really
unless they were born. You could tell.
Let me look that up, somebody, and see.
It's crazy. Imagine what he would look like, just like Elvis. Exactly like Elvis.
But it might not be because, different hairstyles, but even what Elvis even got.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
so I think it's fraternal because fraternal is the one because we're fraternal and it's every other generation our family will have twins. So I think they had to be fraternal. They can't be identical. How would they have known back then? They didn't know a lot about genetics and that. Shoot, when was he born? 30s?
35. 1935.
That's
his birthday?
January 8th.
Good job.
The best people are born in January. And I'm a little biased. So is her son because he was born a day before mine. Should have been on my birthday, but.
Yeah, but.
My mom. Right.
Elvis an Aquarius? Is he Aquarius?
Yes.
Are we sure? Early January?
Wait, no, it might be different.
I don't know.
But I thought it might be. No, because I thought it's January to February is Aquarius, I think. Like the start of February, I think, right? Look it up. Because I thought it was like in the 10s. Capricorn, okay. But still, hey, just because we're not that was astrological signs, whatever, still you're born in January.
So
I did pretty good.
you did pretty good, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for not knowing anything, you guessed some right. You could have got everyone wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then next we're gonna we're making her watch the Elvis movie.
And we're gonna start the journey for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already know she's gonna be a fan of it.
Mhm.
I already know.
What if I'm not?
You already drool over him, so
Yeah,
She
you're
already
right,
does.
you're right.
That's how I got her in, guys.
There's multiple things, though.
Traps.
it is. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
But Elvis is more than just looks, so can't wait to show you.
His looks are a plus.
Huge plus.
Yeah, but he's so much more than just that.
Yes.
I think everything is falling into place with her because I think Cody Johnson, she came up, we started hanging out, and we got her up here by herself, and she recently had a sweatshirt, and we were kind of like, wait a minute, we know where that's from. Where the heck did you get that?
She randomly just gets handed this Graceland sweatshirt.
But yeah, I was like, "Yo, can I borrow a sweatshirt?" And my friend handed me a Graceland sweatshirt, and I was like, "Whoa!"
You're like, you're never getting this back.
Yeah, I was like, "Sorry."
But, I mean, if we hadn't been, like, your Elvis friends, you probably wouldn't have even known what
Yeah,
that sweatshirt is.
we
You're like,
literally
oh,
would have
cool,
just
thanks.
put it on. Yeah,
But you're knowing things because of us, and I think that's
Mhm.
that's my favorite thing. It's like people, like I just got texted this picture from my friend Sarah, and they're at a Raising Cane's, and of course Elvis pictures are in Raising Cane's everywhere. And they said, I can't remember what she said, but they said the Raising Cane's in Virginia or whatever, and it's because Elvis. When anyone sees Elvis, they think of us, and I think that is so cool.
That's so cool. I love that. I want them
It's
to.
working.
Yeah.
It's working. So, anyway, we're going to go now. This was just a short episode. We're going to do many more of these with some of our friends who know nothing about Elvis. And we have some exciting news about that coming soon, about what we're going to be doing in March. And series-wise, we're starting a new series. So, stay tuned. Kyana, thanks for coming on the podcast.
You did great.
it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, or stressful.
It just takes a little bit to get used to.
Mhm.
And are they going to be seeing you
Again.
more again?
I hope so.
There we go.
There's your answer, folks.
And she better be coming in March.
Mhm.
Everyone, please tell
think
her
she can
she's
come-
coming in March.
Either maybe we can get sponsored to go so we can just take Noah with us.
Yeah, who wants to sponsor us and pay for our Graceland trip so we can take your son? Why is things so expensive?
Mhm.
We want to take so many people to Graceland, but it's like, ugh, sorry. Maybe one day. It's very expensive.
Yeah, pay us and we'll make
It's so
a plan
worth it.
for you.
It's so much fun. Outfits, hair, makeup, looking at this house for the first time, going through museums. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So everyone,
So stay
tell her
tuned.
that she's coming.
Mhm.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.